Hi, this is Heidi from Garden Crossings, and I want to show you this beautiful new Big Leaf Hydrangea. This is the Let's Dance Arriba Hydrangea, and this is a great rebloomer. Let's take a look at what it looks like. So this here is a mass planting of the Let's Dance Arriba Big Leaf Hydrangea, part of the Let's Dance series. And pretty much when you see the word Let's Dance in front of a hydrangea, basically what that means is that it's a reblooming hydrangea. So it is the end of September right now. So basically the blooms that we're seeing, these are all just off of the new growth because it had a much more mass bloom cycle earlier on in the season when it was more in its prime. But even for the end of September, this hydrangea is going strong with its beautiful blooms. Now the color of the blooms are going to depend on your soil. Here in Michigan, in this particular garden, they are a very, very bright pink. And there's a new one that's opening up, and I think it's really pretty there with that kind of chartreuse in the middle. But depending where you live, yours might be blue, depending on your soil conditions. Let's Dance Arriba is hardy in zones 4 to 9, and it gets about 2 to 3 foot tall and 2 to 3 foot wide. So looking at these shrubs here, I would say these are pretty mature size. One thing I do want to point out is with your hardy hydrangeas, even the Let's Dance series, you do not want to trim them. So really, I would say don't ever trim them. The only reason you may trim is if you want to trim a flower off for your enjoyment in a vase or something. But the reason why you don't want to trim your hardy hydrangeas, your big leaf hydrangeas, is because this time of year, they've already set their flowers for next spring. So if we go in and take a closer look here, right in the center there, you see that little bud? That is the start of next year's flower. So if you were to trim this plant back at this point, you're going to be losing any potential first round blooms for next season. So with your hardy hydrangeas, with your big leaf hydrangeas, really don't trim them. If you do have to trim them, I tell people, if they're bothering you because they're too big or you just don't like the shape of them, then go ahead and trim them, but understand that you might be sacrificing the blooms for the following year. Certainly there are times where we have to sacrifice the blooms because we want to get plants, kind of trim back to smaller size, but just understand that you might be risking your flowers for the next season. Arriba also is one of the quickest of the big leaf hydrangeas to set a rebloom. So once it's done flowering, it's quick to send up more blooms. And really, it's going to continue to keep doing this until we get a good hard frost here in Michigan. See, there's another bud right there. And that one, as long as it doesn't get too cold this fall, that will open up into a bloom as well. So if you're looking for a hydrangea that's quick to set its next round of flowers and continues to give you color all summer long, consider giving the Let's Dance Arriba a try. This is Heidi from Garden Crossings.